Oh, she ran away. Hi, welcome to Cat Dad Gaming. And today we're playing the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. So I tried to get Sasha involved for a minute, but like she hates being picked up. Like if you pick her up on your terms, she's gonna scramble. Scramble! Scramble, scramble! The excavation of Hobbs Barrow is a horror point and click adventure. It's pretty long, it's like 6 hours long, so we'll see how far I get with it. But it's really good from what I've seen. So let me read the blurb. The excavation of Hobbs Barrow is a folk horror narrative driven adventure. Explore the isolated moors of rural Victorian England as you uncover the mysteries of Hobbs Barrow. The answers lie in the soil. And yeah, the game looks great. It's got fantastic art, the music's great. So yeah, I recommend watching it play. Let's just go. So let's walk across this rainy platform. Welcome to England. This is pretty accurate. Miserable weather, it's dark and dull. Oh, hello, good sir.
Ah, Miss Bateman.
Miss Bateman.
Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
It has indeed, sir. Reginald, whatever your name shall be. And you look like a butler.
Terrible weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see.
Yes, yes.
A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
Famous last words. Who knows?
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on.
My character's
Give my
so
regards
rude.
to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Just stood there awkwardly while this guy is like trying to have a nice conversation.
You look pale, Miss Bateman.
Do head inside.
Do head inside.
Yes.
You'll catch your death out here.
Do I go in? Oh, I am going in. The excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Dearest Mother,
Ooh.
I hope this letter will reach you.
I like your voice. It's very good voice acting. Nice. Yeah, nice voice.
I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Okay. Oh, I love it when games take time to do an introduction. Yeah, chef's kiss.
I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Okay. So, I'm guessing we get an invitation to explore a barrow, and it's going to be full of
The letter
like,
brought me to the
monsters.
isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
Bewley. Arrival. No station master in sight. Thanks
No
for the
station
achievement.
master in sight.
Uh,
I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Perfect. So,
If I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
so left click is like taking an item, and
Beauty.
right click is
I have
investigating
great expectations for this Barrow.
it. Tracks. Let's take the tracks.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Your mother was a smart lady.
The tracks look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here.
Window.
Hello there. The post looks unattended.
Oh, I went to lunch and got a pint. Right, let's look on this door.
Hello. A door of fine construction.
Fine construction.
Hello.
Okay. So the exit's here, but I wonder if I can just go across the map. Let's see what happens. Hi!
I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the name of our meeting place.
I must look at the letter. So, we have letters. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows. And if I understood correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form, and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumours of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. So the Plough and Barrow. The Plough and Furrow. Oh, hello, someone turned up. Marvellous news, I shall attend at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of the month at the Plough and Furrow. The inn has fine rooms which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue getting permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. Oh,
I
hello.
must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
Woman. Hello, woman.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Plough and Furrow Inn.
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Aye, young lady.
Aye,
Leave the
young
station
lady.
and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
To
Thank you very
market.
much.
Sorry, all of...
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are
You
you
don't?
local?
Ah, yes, a local I am.
Are you
But I
local?
don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Quite. This is a
I
local
swear
place.
she was not standing there a moment ago.
People can walk. Alright.
What brings you to Bewley?
None of your
I beg
business.
your pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
I mean, I could tell the truth, but you literally just told me it's none of my business, so I'm gonna lie to you.
Just a bit of sightseeing.
We don't get many of your type out here.
Oh, I lied.
My type.
City
Educated
folks.
woman.
Curious young ladies. Not much to be seen in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better
Fine.
off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll
To
take my
city?
chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
To city, to market. Why did you just
That
leave?
was odd.
Oh. Let's just redo this. Let's enjoy the walk. Ah, I like this. This is nice. Like the sound of the rain hitting the umbrella and the effects on it. Door, crow, door, exit. Oh, I think it was that way. Let's investigate the crow. I just left.
A humble dwelling.
A humble dwelling.
The old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Nice, multiple directions.
A humble dwelling.
Humble.
The old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn.
Humble dwelling
have
is
time
a
to
polite way of
explore
saying
tomorrow.
I'm fucking loaded from a very wealthy family and these are like peasant houses. Alright. Miss Bateman.
The bucket has seen better days.
The bucket has seen
Bucket
better
is rusty
days.
and full of holes. The anvil looks heavy. Beating raw metal into a fine object is an admirable skill.
Yes, it is.
This appears to be the forge of a local blacksmith. The blacksmith looks closed.
If I could do a craft or something and had the ability, I would love to do two things. I would love to do glass making or metalwork, although I don't have the broad shoulders or strength to do either, I don't think. So they're pretty heavy work.
This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
Should leave it alone.
Perhaps
okay.
this belongs to a merchant.
Interesting. The exits at the. Oh.
A local dwelling.
A local door.
I don't wish to disturb the locals.
This isn't anything at the cross yet. Let's look at this cross.
Quite an ornate construction. This was created with pride and care.
Interesting.
A local cobbler.
A local cobbler.
The cobbler's is closed.
Okay, so I think the church would be a local Locals. They're all local. The church could be a destination for later.
It
I
looks
assume.
like I'm in the market square. I should find the inn.
Yeah, I assume the inn's going to be like that one, to be honest. Or one more. There we go, the Plough Inn.
Quite a fine building indeed.
Quite a fine building
I
indeed.
don't wish to disturb the locals. The Plough and Furrow Inn. The inn where I am to meet Mr. Shoulder.
Mr. Shoulder.
The sign is well out of reach.
Alright, love. I've just had a bit of a drink. That's what I'm guessing he speaks like.
The man looks thoroughly inebriated.
He's pissed off his... He's absolutely gazeboed. Let's have a look. Let's talk to the man. Hey up, love.
Hello there.
Hello there.
What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather?
Get out of the way, sir. You're drunk. What are you doing out in this weather? I'm heading to the Plough Furrow. What are you doing in this weather?
What are you doing out in this weather?
Waiting for you, my dear.
I doubt that.
And I've waited long enough. So, give us a kiss now, won't you?
Give us a kiss now. Oh, I need a kebab. Mate, it's like... Humour him, it usually works with men. Slap him, I have no time for this. Deflect the question. Slap.
How dare you?
Wench!
Wench! Get wrecked.
What a buffoon.
The slap. He deserved it. Yeah, I agree with you, game. Thank you. I mean, it felt like a bit of an extreme reaction, but at
I
the
should
same
speak
time...
to the innkeeper about a room.
Don't go up to ladies and ask for kisses, you know. Man. Oh, let's do this. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff to look at. Let's look at this
It's a
painting.
crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature. I don't want to take the painting with me.
It's shit. I don't want it. Okay. Well, the innkeeper's probably what I'm angling for, but let's...
A
get mad.
fine exemplar of inebriation.
Man, she's got some sass.
Good day, sir.
It's noon and I'm way too drunk. Alright.
A rather miserable looking fellow. He's
Yeah.
playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris.
I know Freeman's Morris. Look at these
The
paintings.
painting depicts a rocky edge lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
Just...
I don't want to take the painting with me.
Okay, I'm not going to steal the
A
paintings.
pixie-faced peasant boy, painted in a naive style.
Naive, wow.
A majestic animal, cut down in his prime. They are engaged in an intense discussion.
An
They are
intense discussion.
engaged-
Okay. Someone tells me the guy I slapped is like the guy I'm looking for.
This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair. Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this.
Wow, you are indeed a finely educated
A
lady.
colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley. A biblical scene of some kind. An angel is depicted
ode
looking
to
longingly to
Tonbridge.
the heavens.
Alright. Well, let's look at
The
this
crackling
fireplace.
fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals.
It is a rather rough area. Plate, bell, menus. Look at the plate then.
A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull.
Bell.
The last orders bell. Saviour of many a life.
Last orders. Clang, clang, clang.
The prices are cheap here. The innkeeper is a serious looking man.
Alright, let's talk to the innkeeper.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass.
Good afternoon,
How can I
lass. Leonard's shoulder.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you.
A room.
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Don't ask me how much a shilling is worth. It's like ye olde time money.
This
There you
is
go.
payment for the room.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
Thomasina.
Will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed. My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
My name's Thomasina. No, it isn't. That is not a real name. Thomasina's like, my father was a stubborn man who was like, oh, name my boy Thomas. Gets a girl. Thomasina. You know, that's the vibe I'm getting. Let's see if I can... Oh. Okay, I clicked on it.
This
Guess
shall do nicely.
we're staying here now.
Time to change into something more comfortable.
Yeah, I do like the music in this game. It's got a nice vibe. Oh man, you look cool as fuck. Yeah.
Much better.
Game saved.
No doubt the mattress is stuffed with itchy straw.
No doubt. Candle.
My evening light shall be provided by this solitary candlestick.
Stick it.
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here.
How about the matches?
Complimentary matches. Useful.
Take them. Not taking them? Yeah, okay, we took the matches.
There's only one match left, though.
Oh.
A
Drawers?
decrepit set of drawers. Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years. A sturdy-looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller.
Have a look in it.
I've stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Bookception. Okay. Let's look at more
A
paintings.
painting of surprising quality.
Surprising
It portrays
quality.
a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark. A decorative plate depicting a goat.
Okay, it's
The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
okay. Okay. Jug of water.
A jug of water for drinking or washing.
Oh, I've played enough point and click games. Let's take the jug. And then we're gonna fill it up with water to do a puzzle later.
This may come in handy.
A bowl.
An empty bowl has been provided for washing. I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
The bowl is not acceptable to carry, but the jug was, of course, of course. Let's go down. Oh, let's talk to this man.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh yeah, he's still
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass.
Not for
Be on your
you,
way.
lass. Be on your way. Wow, that's just
Charming.
rude. Yeah, charming. Talk to this guy.
Hello, sir.
What?
What?
I'm waiting here for a man named Leonard Shoulder. Do you know him?
I don't. Do you, love?
I don't-
Heard of him.
Never heard
There
of
you
him.
have it. Now clear off.
Fucking hell, this town's rude.
Hello, miss.
What do you want? Bugger off.
Oh, fucking hell.
A curmudgeonly-looking old fellow. Hello, sir.
Right.
Aye.
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You're not local.
Obviously.
You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
Going to the dogs because of the train station.
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
Oh,
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I like it.
I'm Cyril.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril.
How about Leonard
Do
Shoulder?
you know Mr. Shoulder?
That'd be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
In peace, alright. I hate the railway station. It's a mark of the devil. Modern technology should stay in the cities.
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Enamoured.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you.
Fucking
We don't
hell.
want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
It's a local
I
place.
assure you,
The
I am
local
not
people.
here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
Actually, I feel like that's actually quite accurate because I'm probably gonna cause trouble by, like, you know, digging up a barrow.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community. I've lived here my whole life.
Surprising.
Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
City
Bye for
folk.
now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright. Our Mr. Shoulder. It's not been here. Alright, hello, Miss Innkeeper.
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
Hello,
Pleasure
Stanley.
to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
Indeed it is.
Most
sir.
adequate.
Excellent.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss Bateman.
What can you tell me
Yeah.
about Mr. Shoulder?
He's a strange
Aye,
folk.
he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Interesting.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
Not quite.
What
Love
business do you have with old Leonard then?
Tell the truth.
Well, if you must know,
More friendly than last
I
folks.
am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Nope.
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Indeed it is.
Oh, aye.
You're
a grave
robber.
robber.
I am no such thing.
I am a grave
Don't
robber
worry,
with extra
lass.
stats.
I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
I suppose
Well,
I find all those.
rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be
Actually
called
really interesting.
Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting.
Yeah?
But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, miss, you
I'm
don't
meeting
want
him
us
here this
there.
evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nought about a Hobbs Barrow.
Interesting. Man, it's something really fascinating I find talking to people who are like really interested in the subject. Like, you know, talking to an expert in their field is a really interesting thing. Rather than being like, oh, I don't know, you know, just
What can
Yeah.
you tell me about Bewley?
what can you tell me?
It's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
I had to Google. There are quite a few places with Bewley in the name, so let's look at Hobbs Barrow.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Never
Not
heard
in my life,
lass.
lass. But I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village.
Not surprised.
There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid
Not the
you're going to have
drunkards
to
in the
speak to
bar.
him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
Like
I enjoy
marriage.
nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited
Awesome.
this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
He was an archaeologist.
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your
He's
own
dead.
adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Okay.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
Oh,
Tell me about yourself,
yes,
Mr.
you're
Kemp.
interesting, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years.
I'm actually
I
only
worked
like
as
30.
a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often
is.
run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Thanks for your time.
Understandable.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
Get a pint, love. Alright, a drover is someone who drives cattle or sheep. You didn't get a drink? Just
Where
sat
on
there?
earth is he?
Let me
What
guess.
a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Mr. Shoulder has been murdered.
Evening there, miss.
Evening there,
Not
miss.
you again.
What? We've
I
met?
just wanted to apologise for earlier. I deserved that slap.
You did.
I'm sorry for my behaviour. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
Alright, apology
Let's
accepted.
start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
It's not really, is it?
What brings you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Mr. Leonard
Oh,
Shoulder.
I know Mr. Shoulder all right.
Oh, someone does.
If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
Go on then, you tight bastard. One ale, come right up. You might have some useful information. I really don't think you need another. The man is a liability. Must I really buy you a drink for this information? The cheek of some people. It's only a pint, isn't it? Come on.
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman.
Also,
Then I'll tell you all
We
about
could get a
old
pet nail
Leonard
ourselves.
Shoulder.
how much money have I got?
I have only 2 pence left. My assistant Kenneth is bringing more funds tomorrow, thankfully.
Kenneth ain't gonna turn up tomorrow.
A gift from my mother. It bears my initials, TB.
How can I help you?
2 ales, lad.
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
Alright. Just one. Not gonna partake of the ale?
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Thank
Is that
you.
all of my money left?
This was the last of my money, but
How
Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
Inconvenient that the exact amount of money I have covers this. What's it say about the ale?
A tankard of warm ale. I prefer a glass of Portuguese port wine myself.
Please, Miss Bateman, an ale to wet me
A
whistle.
wet mare whistle.
Then I'll
right.
tell you all.
Well, have an ale.
Here you are, Arthur.
Here you go, Arthur.
Thanking you.
Let me guess, he just gets drunk and throws up and I get nothing from it.
Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass.
Oh, it hits the
Now
spot and
then.
goes less. And you're gonna sit down.
Old Len. Leonard Shoulder.
Great.
Arthur.
Love it.
Mr. Tillett.
Mr.
For
Tit.
heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
He's not dead. Just very drunk.
Oh, I think I've got
I'd
it.
still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
Go to the bathroom, fill up the jug of water, splash it in his face. That's what I'm thinking.
I do not need to use the lavatory.
Oh,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
it's not for you, lass.
You ought to be careful asking too many questions round here.
Too many
Be on your
questions?
way.
Oh, I don't mean to.
I just literally
Listen
asked.
to me, will you? Be on your way.
I have nothing else to ask.
Okay.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Right.
I should wait here for Mr. Shoulder. A jug of simple form. It is half filled
Oh, it's
with
filled with
lukewarm
water already. Okay, so let's do what I was thinking. Oh. So let's do what I was thinking. Splash in Mr. Tillett with this jug of water. Yeah, that look she gave me. Oh, you what the bloody hell?
What the hell were that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass.
Sorry,
No
lass.
worry. Leonard Shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Or making for a piss.
This man is unbelievable.
What a fucking waste of time this guy is. Let me guess. He doesn't come back. He's just on a runner. Thanks for the pint. See you later. Does feel that way.
It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
Game saved. Alright.
Miss Bateman,
Miss Bateman. Aye.
my apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents.
Great.
Lovely.
Lovely. That's some fucking music
Mr.
and a half.
Tillett,
What on earth? It's
there's
jug.
no fresh water in there. The jug is empty.
So you can't wash your hands. The wash basin.
The water is brown. Quite
Quite
ghastly.
Anyone take it?
It looks like the towel has not been washed in months.
Ugh, grim.
It looks like the water the mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime.
Yeah, men's toilets aren't the cleanest.
The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime.
Oh. Right, let's look at the urinals.
These look modern. I'm surprised. I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating.
Aye. Door doors.
Is Mr. Tillett in there?
Mr. Tillett?
Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Empty? Okay.
It sounds like someone is in there.
Mr. Tillett? Are you in here?
Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Oh, it's a cat. Hello. Oh. Hello, cat.
The mangy thing is fast asleep.
Well, I missed that line of
I'd
dialogue.
rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
Oh, but it's a cat.
I'd rather...
Alright.
I can see it's still raining out there.
Has Mr. Tillett done a
Can't
runner?
reach the window from down here. A
Cheeky
cold
sod.
draft is leaking in from under the door. This leads outside.
Unless he's gone for a smoke, you know.
The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side. I think I can hear someone moving around.
That
Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there?
that sounded like splushing, like liquid.
Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
Did someone just kill him? Because that sounded very like blood splotchy.
How can I help you?
There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatories. Why is it bolted?
Not bolted.
That door doesn't even have a lock.
So you didn't block the door?
So it's blocked from the
What are you talking
outside.
about?
So his body.
Have you seen Arthur Tillett?
I thought you were with you.
Ooh,
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
cheeky
That
sod.
sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Alright, let's see if I can find the guy. Yeah. Window box, black. God, it's very dark. See if I can go around this side of the building. Nope.
Excuse me, sir.
Guess we're into the alley. Kitchen post, window. No. No. Yay! Itikus. Are you staying again? Nice.
Sturdy looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. A warm glow permeates from within, making me feel somewhat cold and damp. It's the small window to the lavatories. Surely Mr. Tillett could not have squeezed through that gap.
Huh.
A beam of wood is propped up against the door, barring it closed from the outside. A single glove is lying in the mud.
Let's take the
A
glove.
pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing.
Hi.
Seems rather out of place here. Peculiar.
How about this plank of wood?
Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that?
How would he have done it? He either has to have left and then that's happened afterwards. Hi, Sasha. Don't walk on the keyboard, please. No, don't keyboard.
I have nothing else.
Don't walk on the keyboard. You stood on the keyboard. What are you doing, kitten? So let's save it quickly. In case you try to auto-load it or something. Shamba. Miss Shambalamba. Miss... Hi, I love that you like to rub your face on the monitor, but I can't see any of the monitor. You have a big old fluffy butt. Come on. So Sasha has decided that the best place to be is to actually sit on the keyboard and curl up. Thanks.
Mr. Tillett has vanished.
Should look outside. Okay. Oh, let's go see if we can see the guy who walked off. We can. Ah.
Sir?
Okay. Interesting.
A humble local dwelling.
Humble local
I don't
dwelling.
wish to go knocking door to door.
Yeah, that's fair.
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
Into the night. A figure slips into the mist. Okay, that's
I
what
should
you
head
meant.
back.
Alright, well, I guess we're going back to the bar. Did someone just kidnap Mr. Tillett? Poor old Arthur? Very odd. Last orders?
Last orders.
I should get some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
So I'm gonna guess either Arthur's been murdered or kidnapped, or he's just gonna turn up like tomorrow and be like, "What? Oh, I was just drunk. Sorry." Last orders. There's no one here. Interesting. Well, there's one guy at the bar still.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, got nothing to say to you, lass.
There's nothing else I wish to
Alright.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep.
I highly doubt Kenneth is
Kenneth
gonna
will
go.
be arriving.
I'm gonna
Yes,
bed now.
I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Miss Bateman.
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes.
I'm
I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
Quite.
They mean well.
Do
Believe me.
they?
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Alright, Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
Why? Interesting. Is someone gonna sneak into the room or something? Huh. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, it's the cat. Is that creepy or not? I mean, he's certainly prowling, but cats are do prowling. You know? That's a well-animated cat. Poor Mowgli. Don't be mean to the ugly cat. The first day. Adventus. Achievement unlocked. Adventus the first day? Okay. Like how the music's changed to like hopeful again.
Such horrid dreams.
I jumped off a feast. Such horrid dreams. Oh. Okay, okay. Told Messina.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night.
How did the cat get inside then? Or leave? Unless that was all a dream.
As I suspected. I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat.
But now we're
must
going to
say
find
I'm
some proof the
relieved.
cat was here.
Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
He's dead, Jim. Game saved. Alright. I do think that there might be a possibility of cat actually have been real and stuff.
The wardrobe looks old. I've hung my dress. Aside from that, the wardrobe,
Okay.
a sturdy-looking
Well
thing.
then let's go. I was hoping to see if there was like some like cat fur you could find or a feather or something.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
Good day, Stanley. Hi, Stanley. I can
Did
help.
you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Not really. Tell the truth.
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Oh, we don't have a cat
Yes,
here.
an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing. He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Oh,
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman.
oh, poor Herbert.
I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. Crisp.
Crisp and clear.
I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Okay.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
That sounds capital,
There we go.
thank you.
You're most welcome, Miss Bateman. We look after our guests here at the Plough and Furrow. I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he
Yeah.
arrives.
Not going to suggest you're all thieves in this village. That'd just be a bit rude.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were. I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest
I
establishment.
overcharged you.
And well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
Oh,
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
okay. Thanks.
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
Because
I
it's
know,
something
lass,
local.
I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist
or
on
won't?
visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
I'm actually all about that, but I'm guessing that's going to be like, this town is actually real.
Why must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've
For
seen
what?
it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Okay.
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
I could understand everyone
Moors are
knowing about
vast,
it.
lass.
Yeah.
I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
Such a cute.
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
Taking pictures of the cat. I've somehow pushed her slightly off the keyboard. Very cute. Alright, thanks, Stanley.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is
Feels
there
likely.
a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it.
Possibly, but I feel like
I've a few hours
burial
until Kenneth
places
arrives.
are gonna, you know,
I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
they're gonna require local legends map. Game saved, okay. Oh. Oh, that's nice. I can just kind of teleport. Alright. Man. Let's talk to man.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Thomasina, and
It's
you are...
such a bad name. Sorry if your
Now
name is
then,
Thomasina.
That's none of your concern, love.
What do you do around here?
None of your concern.
Hey
love.
up. You're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the graves.
What can you tell me about the church?
Let's go to the church
Aye,
then.
it's a church.
quite.
Thanks.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
It's a
I don't
church.
know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
What
Okay.
can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't
course.
concern yourself.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
Ugh,
I see.
thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Ta-da. I could go into the Barrows, into the moors. But I think let's go to the church. Oh. Let's go talk to these kids first. Again.
Hello,
Hello.
Yes?
my name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
Nice.
It's a
I'm
pleasure
Lambert.
to meet you,
You're
Douglas.
such a cute cat.
That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss.
Thanks,
Mr.
miss.
Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
The what now?
What is the lambton worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lambton thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lantern worm isn't real, Douglas.
Cute.
Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Yep.
Not true.
Totally
I
true.
saw it slithering out by the beck, like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Believable.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll
Bye.
keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
All right, Frodo.
Douglas, this lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
I mean, maybe I do.
Do you like living in Bewley?
Maybe he's one of the few people who told me the truth.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
Are you
do.
from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
Nope.
No, miss.
Too expensive.
Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Bewley.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
That's funny. All right.
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
Nope.
That's a funny name.
Have
It is.
you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas?
Yep.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
Little bit.
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Gosh, you all, Frodo.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
Same again to you.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty,
Nice to meet you,
Ugh,
Betty.
Betty.
What are you up to?
my brother is practicing his sword fighting technique.
Of course.
I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time
Great.
last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Oh, that I can relate to. Definitely. Hi.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
Of course I do.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
It's like
Bye,
talking to a
miss.
brick wall sometimes. Alright, let's go to this place first.
This house looks pleasant.
Who lives here? I'm just gonna knock randomly.
I don't
Piss
think
off.
anyone is home.
What's the plaque say?
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must
Okay.
be the local post office.
Let's steal it.
Royal Mail. This must be the.
I can't leave that way, so let's go back then. So to leave the village, I have to go past the pub. So in that case, let's go to the... Alright, so let's go to... Smith or the church?
I don't think
Alright, let's go to the Smith first, actually.
the bucket is rust.
Yeah. Hello, blacksmith.
The blacksmith is toiling away. Good day.
Yes?
Yes.
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye. George Crozier, at your service.
Right, George.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye. Can I help you?
Oh,
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
no.
Aye, born and bred.
Okay.
That's where my father's forge before mine.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers
Tools.
needing tools.
Yeah.
You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thanks,
Thank you,
George.
Mr. Crozier. Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors.
All right.
Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
Nope.
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to.
Fair enough.
Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
That I don't believe.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days.
Outside
But
of
there's
market
plenty of
days.
work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
London.
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
Word about London.
What have you heard?
It's
Plenty
shit.
of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How
Vineyard?
delightful.
Delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
I like
Thanks for your
that guy.
time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I was just thinking there's two exits to the moors. There's go right past the pub, and then when I was coming to the village, there was a crossroad, wasn't there? So if I go that way, there'll be another exit. Right, let's save the game. So I think now is the time to get to the church after it's been mentioned. So I ended up going through 3 shirts yesterday. So I had a white shirt on and a t-shirt, and I was drinking coffee, and I spilt the coffee on myself. It was like, cool. Then I did like the day, and then I was like cooking dinner, and I opened up a pack of chicken, and I kind of like opened it up, and it exploded everywhere. Yeah, it's just not a good day for stuff like that. So let's have a look around. What have we got? Memorial plaque, trowel, old woman cakes. The memorial plaques.
In memory of Mabel Hurst.
I don't know who Mabel Hurst
In
is.
memory of Mabel Hurst.
Okay,
The trusty trowel. The Barrow digger's best friend.
that feels like a take item.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
Borrowed.
You help yourself, dear.
Help yourself, dear.
Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
Oh, nice.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
Alright. Exit entrance. I guess we're gonna go in the church to meet the
A fine assortment of baked
The
goods.
priest.
A lovely treat for those who enjoy such things. Unfortunately, I don't think the cakes are free.
you got any money in? Oh no, we spent our money, didn't we? Let's talk to this lady.
The woman
Old
has
woman.
a kind face.
Hello, old woman.
Hello.
Good
Hello.
day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
I would love to, but I ain't got no money.
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's
Ah,
unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry. I can't give them away for free.
understandable.
The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
Alright,
I understand.
that's fine. Let's introduce ourselves. God, let's have a whole conversation about, like, the Barrow to a lady who helps the church.
My name is Thomasina.
It's
What's
not.
yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
Mrs. de
Pleasure to meet you,
Plancy.
Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me?
Orc, orc,
What
orc.
would you possibly want to know about me?
Tell me your life
I've been
story.
attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
It's nice. Okay. Tell me about your
Your
cakes.
cakes look delicious.
I can assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
Alright, that's quite a claim.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century.
Wow.
The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
No, but I'd like to go in and just look at like the architecture and stuff.
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Nope.
Yes, I know Leonard. What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
For such a local community who knows everyone, you don't seem to know where anyone lives. It's just like, yeah, whatever, as long as they turn up to the pub, we know him. Alright. What can you tell me about Father Roach?
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He's a lovely man.
And an exemplary servant of the Lord. He's
Is
been
he?
the vicar of St. Edmund's for many years.
We'll see. Let me guess, he's in the
Where
church.
can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be
Away.
sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Such a jolly man. Let's talk about Hobbs Barrow.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Nothing for
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
you? Never heard
The
of it.
only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Thank you for your time.
Understandable.
Lord be with you.
Right, so let's go in this church.
The doors look weathered, but have stood the test of time.
Okay, I can go in the church.
I'm-
Oh. I keep skipping it, sorry. I've never seen something so beautiful or something, I don't know. Pleasant. Box
The
pews.
pews are contained within compartments that can be locked. I've seen a similar design in other Norman churches around England, but this is a particularly impressive example.
Steal the money. Oh,
Locked. Locked as well. I think they all might be.
interesting. I want this necklace. What's this
Is
necklace?
that a necklace? Someone has left a necklace hanging here.
That
A
feels
silver
like a thing.
cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
Yeah, see, we're not thieves. That'd just be rude.
Those have seen better days.
We're just collecting the item to do
The
a puzzle.
flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
You don't want them. Okay.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Surprising.
A memorial list. They stretch
Oh.
back. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns. I've no time for such things.
Alright. Alright. Let's look at the ceiling.
Extraordinary craftsmanship. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Okay. It doesn't seem like we're going to get much from here. But yeah, this is a very typical church for me.
It's the exit.
There's the exit. Let's leave. I'm going to assume west is this way. Well, let's look at this door.
It's locked.
It's locked. Let's look at
This
the
leads to
craftsmanship.
the church tower, I presume.
Alright, so she said the priest was west. So I'm going on northeast, southwest, kind of, you know. Oh, I can hear whistling. Aha! What? What? What's going on? Oh. He's on the piss. He's hungover or something. I've been cursed.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame.
Oh, the
This
shame.
malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Bloodletting.
Cut me. I beg you.
The vicar looks dreadfully ill.
Bloodletting is not
Are
exactly
you
a good.
sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you.
I beg you.
It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
All right, if you insist. I don't believe I have anything I can cut. Got handkerchief, letters, a room key, match, singular match, a glove, trowel. You want to just cut you with the trowel?
The trowel's blade is dull and rusted. I need something that will provide a cleaner cut.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, we got vomit.
I don't wish to look too closely. I'm not going near it. It smells disgusting.
Spectacles.
The vicar's spectacles lie broken on the forest floor. Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Okay. Let's use the glove.
Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
Okay, I won't risk this glove. How about I use this handkerchief? That's my handkerchief.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
I hope she'll understand. Are we gonna bloodlet
should
this
work.
priest? Fuck. Alright, broken glass on Vicar. Seems a bit extreme, but you know, each their own.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Are you sure?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
You are confused on your
I
malady.
shall do as you ask, Father.
Oh, grim. The Bloodletter, a curious remedy. It's gotta be psychosomatic or something, right?
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you.
Gotta be
I
expensive.
already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
Does
The
bloodletting
rapid
actually
healing
work for
properties
anything?
of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I assume bloodletting could work if you had some sort of like blood pressure issue or something, but like, let me Google it. Hang on. There are actually some conditions that bloodletting may inadvertently help, but any improvement wasn't from balancing the body's humours. Instead, any positive effect probably came from reducing the blood volume or harmful components that built up in the body. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Not that I'm thinking bloodletting was a viable thing. I'm just thinking, does it actually do anything? Is it good? Himself. Are you feeling any better?
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
Good thing you're rich and can
What
afford
ails
multiple
you, Father Roach?
pairs of glasses.
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all.
The
I like to
shady.
pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
I don't believe you. Are you from Bewley?
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
Hi, Sasha.
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her waters break right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
Okay. The
St.
fine
Edmunds
building.
is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so. It's hard work keeping her in good shape, but our congregation is always willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Get paid.
Every day is a blessing, my child.
Yep.
I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of his spirit.
Interesting.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard
No
Shoulder.
idea who he is.
Oh, yes. Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
Who?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well,
He's dead,
let me
Jim.
welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father. Yeah.
Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
But you do know where he lives. Interesting.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself.
Oh, perfect.
It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital.
Thank you.
you.
Excellent.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Let's talk
What
about
do you
good
know
things.
of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
Really?
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
He
I'm
knows.
afraid I know nothing about it.
Yeah, he knows.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I presume you arrived by, is the only news of note we've had here for years.
We don't trust
I've
the
heard
railway.
the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
I love how old train stations have like really incredible buildings that were like works of engineering and spectacle. And nowadays, like, let's just say, if you go to a local train station, you get welcomed by the delightful smell of piss, drunk people, and if you're you're lucky if there's even a building. Sometimes it's just like a bit of concrete and a sign, and the train stops, and it's like a tiny town or something. So yeah. Let's go to the Shoulder's house.
I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well.
I'm not sure if I should
Follow
have
me.
continued on this path. Oh. Yeah. I'm guessing he's up. No? Oh shit. I thought he was going to be straight up there. Oh. Hopefully this is opening up new locations.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy.
Hello.
Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina
We've
Bateman,
met, dearie.
a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting,
Oh,
Father.
that's good.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Allegedly, we're
Miss
getting our
Bateman,
money
if
today.
you'd like to follow me.
Yeah. I don't think our money's going to turn up, because otherwise we can solve issues with money. Oh, where am I going now?
Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make
That looks like a
dust
fresh
our
grave.
paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth.
Alright.
Let's choose executors and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Hamlet. No. Yeah, my brain said Hamlet, but I think it's going to be Macbeth.
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman, but I'm afraid that passage is
Oh,
from Richard
completely
II.
wrong. Okay.
Studying the work of the bard is one of my favourite pastimes.
Alright, cool.
Follow me.
Cool. I mean, it rang a bell. I read some Shakespeare in school, but... Oh, Mark. There's so many locations in this game. Are you going to unlock them all for me?
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see.
Oh, I love there's a bench there. Oh. What are you doing, Shamba?
Beautiful, is it not?
What are you doing? It is beautiful.
Indeed. The moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith?
I mean...
Some look at these moors and think this a godless
That's
land.
probably the
But I tell
easy...
you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
Tell the truth, Father Roach. Seems prepared to hear it. Lie. You might want to avoid a sensation. No, I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah.
I
You
was brought
seemed-
up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
Understandable.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
Sickness.
He had an accident when I was very young.
Oh, flashback time.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Oh. Hello, nurses.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise.
Understandable.
Understood?
Yeah.
Yes, Mother.
Yes,
Good.
mother.
And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good.
I really like the voice acting in this
Let's
game.
see your father.
Oh, now, oh, okay. I was like, now can I do something? Because the child just looked at me like, you know. Okay. Father, mother. Let's talk to mother first. What's
Mummy
going
is
on?
crying. Mummy?
Are you okay, mummy? Are you my mummy?
Daddy is sleeping.
What kind of accent did he have?
Daddy, wake up!
Oh,
Good
Marana.
evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina.
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit.
You have a very
I'm
nice
sorry
voice
to
and a
disturb
terrifying
you, Mrs.
face.
Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
The pixel art makes it look like Skeletor because of the eyes.
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Interesting. What's happened to him?
But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst Manor.
Is
will
he
have a nurse
cursed
by
or
his
something?
side at all times. I can assure you.
He's a grave digger too, right? Sorry, Barrow digger. So... maybe he has an issue like that?
What sort of god would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways.
Such a
but
cop-out
he
answer.
loves us all.
Hmm.
Come
Indeed.
along now.
Come along now. Also, if God does exist, he's very hands-off because, like, you know,
Hello.
you can't be too... oh, hello. You look like a cultist.
She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Good
Still
question.
quite a walk, I'm afraid. But
Crikey.
we'll get to him soon enough.
Gone through like 4 or 5
Now then,
screens already.
Take a look at this.
Okay. Well, that's a cairn.
Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
It is.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called.
The Devil's Toe.
Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
Wait, you can't just show me that and let me walk on. I need to investigate that. That's like my whole jam as
We
Thomasina.
walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily.
You don't sound too happy about that?
Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Let me guess, he's dead. Because there's a tense music kicking in, and he hasn't turned up. Oh, he's got some chickies. Little chicky chicks.
Here we are, Miss Bateman.
Here we are.
Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Okay.
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
Sure.
I shan't mention it.
I shan't mention it. That's the polite way of saying it. Sorry.
You
I
better
shan't
see if Mr.
mention
Shoulder
it.
is in.
Alright, what we got?
Father Roach still looks rather pallid.
Ooh, let's talk quickly
What
then.
else do you know about Mr. Shoulder?
A reclusive man. I must say I know very little about him.
He's
Does he attend
suspicious.
services at St. Edmund's?
No.
Not regularly, if at all these days.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here on the moors. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
It's
A
quaint.
sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures.
What?
those
Eggs are
hens.
amazing. I freaking love eggs. Right.
Do you know that young girl we saw?
Nope.
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her.
Oh.
Good time.
Of course.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were others like her.
Primitive folk.
Who
Yes.
worship-
Avoid the moors in hours of darkness and don't wander too far.
Let me guess. They worship
Wouldn't
the,
entrust a young woman in
the
their
Barrow.
company.
Alright.
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Devil's Toe.
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewley rebuilt it to the best of their memories.
Wow.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about such matters.
Especially to a priest.
Why don't you like hens, Father?
I know I must love all of God's creatures,
Nice.
but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their talons claw at my boots.
But they mean no harm. And they provide eggs.
I cannot abide hen's eggs. They smell of sulphur when rotten.
Eggs are delicious. I would live off eggs if I could. I freaking love eggs. Seriously. Like, there's certain foods in this world I love. You know, eggs are up there, soup's up there, but... God, yeah, eggs. Alright.
What more can you tell me of these primitive folk?
Godless people, Miss Bateman. Don't concern yourself with them. They live out there on the very edges of this land.
Savages.
If you don't wander too far,
Because they
you
haven't
shouldn't
had
cross their
the light
path.
of God on them. Okay.
You mentioned that Mrs. Duplancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to say. Mrs. Duplancy will tell you in good time, if she deems it fit to do so.
There we go.
What is your favourite of Shakespeare's works?
A very difficult question, Miss Bateman. But one I can answer, nonetheless. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
An unusual choice.
Interesting.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote.
Fine quote.
Is there a Mrs. Shoulder?
No. I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of celibacy.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright. Let's go look at the hen.
A sweet little hen.
Plump
and well groomed. Here, chuk chuk chuk.
Chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
Chuk 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 chuk.
A fearsome looking beast.
Beware of chicken. Oh, there's
He
more
looks
this way.
much too unruly to be picked up.
Oh, a glove?
A sweet little hen. Plump and well groomed. Care to hold one, Father Roach?
Put that thing down, would you?
You're no fun.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that the glove we have is... Oh. A feathered friend. A sweet little thing. Achievement unlocked. Okay, so...
A pair of thick woolen trousers.
I assume then that he was at the bar because the glove is going to be
The
the
trousers
one we
feel
haven't.
damp. Freshly hung? Or still wet from last night's rain?
Which raises a couple of questions.
That glove looks familiar.
It does look familiar, right?
I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
Okay, can I do this?
The gloves are a pair.
Oh, yeah.
Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
But what does that mean?
Why didn't he come inside to see me?
That...
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
Okay.
A woolen undergarment.
Oh man, can you imagine how itchy that would be? Oh no. Right, let's look through the windows then. So what does it mean about the glove? Does that mean he turned up and then was, like, forced away?
No sign of life.
Or he chose to
None.
leave?
The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned. This must provide a charming view across the moor.
A charming view across the moor.
The window is much... A carved stone has been affixed to the door.
Protection
I
amulet?
think it depicts a crescent moon.
Alright.
Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley. Though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself.
Of course it does.
It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Mad. Othello.
Othello?
Precisely, Miss Bateman. 1 out of 2, Miss Bateman.
I was like, it's not the Merchant of Venice.
I'm rather fond of this colour. Perhaps Mr. Shoulder and I share similar taste.
Possibly. Let's open the door. Dunk.
Mr. Shoulder?
Bark, 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 bark.
Is Thomasina Bateman here?
You didn't fucking show
I'm
up.
here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Alright.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
I was expecting a, like, thickly face to appear out the window or something. Meow?
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home.
What you doing, cat?
Perhaps you could try the handle.
Oh, not break it in.
It's locked.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child.
Don't have any
I
options, do I?
myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
No, it's okay.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
Oh, enough with the Shakespeare. That's a good quote.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
Interesting. Why, what, who, where? Let's save it. Can I not use my map? I thought this would be the perfect time to...
As I trudged back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution.
play my unopened Steam games?
I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Indeed.
The train! That must be Kenneth.
Okay, let's go get our
I
money.
should go and meet him at the station.
Alright. Couldn't get out of the menu, we're just fast travelling through here. Oh, it's Mr.
Where is Kenneth?
What's his name? Ah, the guy! My joke went, there's no one here, he's at the pub. Spot on.
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Arthur Tillett. Alright. Mr. Tillett!
Well, that's one mystery solved. It's Arthur Tillett.
And I guessed
What's
that
he
by
doing in
accident to
there?
begin with. Hello, Arthur.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Have we
Last
met?
night at the Plough and Furrow.
Bought you a drink, you owe me some information.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
Sorry, love.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett.
Not just
I
that, the
searched
door was
everywhere
locked
for you.
afterwards.
I think I remember you bought me a drink.
And you owe me some
Then
information.
it's all a blur. I woke up on my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
And you got a wife as well? Give us a kiss, love. Oh, and you're married. Shame on you, Mr. Tillett. Shame. Alright, let's talk. But also, if you did leave, that meant someone either took you and closed the door, or you left in your drunken stupor and still had enough to pick up the log and lock the door behind you. Interesting. Got so many questions about this place.
About last night.
Yes. What are you going to tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder.
Never heard of him.
You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you
Oh,
a
I
drink.
lied for the drink.
Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
Oh, I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
I wanted a pint.
Oh, aye.
Pint's
No,
a pint.
no, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
Either he lied to get a pint, which is pretty probable, or something happened last night and he's lying. I don't believe you. I think
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Good voice acting
Look,
between the two.
what would I gain from lying to you?
A free
I
pint.
just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Right.
I
Aye.
don't remember out.
About last night. You really don't remember where you went last night?
As I say,
All a blur.
it's all a blur. I remember needing a piss.
Yeah, then you got kidnapped.
Then nothing. Well, you must have missed me when I came out.
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. No sight
Sight
for
for
sore
sore
eyes.
It was.
Yep.
I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere to be found. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the outside.
Exactly.
Oh, aye.
How did
Yes.
that happen?
You must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
Right?
There must be an explanation.
Just stand there in
My
silence.
mind has drawn a blank.
What about...
Why was
Mr.
the door
Shoulder.
blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember. I've nought to say 'cause I remember nought.
Alright, alright.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
Will I? It'll be like Phoenix Wright. Oh, I'm looking for this person. And then you can't find them until the last day when it's like, oh yeah, this solves the whole murder. Alright.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye, aye.
Aye,
I'll
love.
survive.
But, either he has the best job for working with a hangover, or the worst because... Like, it's the worst because the steam engine is going to make a heck of a noise and, you know, all the noises. But also, this place is like, doesn't see many trains often, so it's very likely that he can just sit here all day and, you know, not deal with stuff.
So, you work here?
Allegedly.
Bewley's station master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you.
I'd like to
I
see
understand
Kenneth.
that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months.
3 months.
We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now.
I mean, I feel like you're
It's
still
worth
doing
the
that.
occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
Sell
A bit
tickets.
of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
I
As
don't
you
wish
wish.
to bore you with
My
such things.
responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Take a book, and it's not
Trains
so
pass
bad.
through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Interesting.
Impossible. Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Well, a
Aye,
bit.
it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A
Tools.
red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
It's at the pub.
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Okay, I remember where the place was.
Where can I find
I've
Mr.
been there,
Price?
it's fine.
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow.
This game is very good at leading you from one scene to the next by telling you where to go. Like, I'm sure I could be wandering around from like one location to the next, but yeah, it's quite nicely done.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's
Heard of
why
it.
Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye.
Oh, aye.
I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
Never you mind.
I can't remember.
Oh,
Mr. Tillett, please. This is important.
spooky stuff.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to remember.
Took a beating.
If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
Alright, alright.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
Ta-da, love. Let's go exit. Oh. It's the cat. The nightmare cat. The cat of the curse. Or something. Also, what's this way? That's
Cyril is no doubt keeping watch on any potential new arrivals from the railway station.
How you doing, Cyril?
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
How do?
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what.
Course you
Thankfully,
are.
no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley.
Damn
This is
Midland
our town,
Railway.
our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
I'm from the Midlands, so I'm quite familiar with Midland
no.
Railway. Or at least the modern version of it.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should
Wow, the
I
bleeding
care,
edge,
lass?
I care, lass. Alright.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business.
Alright.
You really are quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Alright. So, what's this way? Do I just go to the moors for... Oh. Alright.
Remarkable.
Remarkable.
A gargantuan fossilized ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Okay.
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn.
Alright.
I'm serious.
Hello, Sirius.
Fine, she has a puckish little face.
That's one way to
Good
describe
day,
it.
little one. What's your name?
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Your brother, I'm
Is
guessing?
Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name, little one?
Jane.
Hello,
It's a
Jane.
pleasure to meet you, Jane. My name is Thomasina.
It's not.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Okay.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss.
I'm looking for a doll or your
I love
brother.
them very much. Today was their birthday.
Today with their birthday.
Tell me more about the Ammon's horn.
Daddy said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What
the
god?
god.
Ammon, of course.
Huh. Yeah, let's go along with it.
How wonderful. I'll be sure not to touch it. I wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Singular.
Sensible.
God.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Sounds like
Don't
pretty
worry,
normal
Jane. I'm
boy
sure he
behaviour.
wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
Jerkish
I don't
brother.
know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
Nope.
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I have, yes.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
We aren't supposed to
Why
talk
not?
about it.
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
Oh, what a lead.
Will?
Who knew this was going to be the lead I needed?
But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
Alright.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will. Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle.
Ooh,
I'm going
okay.
to kick him so hard.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Did I take the flowers?
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Feels like I should take the flowers to the church and put them in the vase there. Can't afford your cakes, but let's go look at this gravestones.
John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read all the headstones.
Forever in light, Anne Kemp. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister.
Interesting. That explains a lot about Arthur.
Joseph Davis. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
I was just going to assume that all these names would have been like the people who worked on the
Samuel Bryden. Death is only... Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby.
game. Fresh grave, yeah. That's
This
one.
appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Oh, oh.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave
Oh,
robber.
okay, okay. I was going to say, trowel on the headstone.
William Paxton. Modest and gentle of heart.
So we went that way before. What's this way? Let's have a quick wander.
I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
Sure.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
Actually, that's probably for the best. I'd probably get lost. Alright. Let's go to the post office. Oh, hello, postmaster.
That must be the postmaster's storeroom. He looks a little chirpier than your average Bewley resident.
He's not a miserable old bugger.
Hello.
Good day.
Good day.
I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely.
Lovely.
It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors.
And he's
My
fond of
name's
the-
Henry. Henry Long.
All right,
Nice
Henry.
to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
You
Can't
seem in a
wait,
good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
London.
Originally, a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long.
Derby.
Though I currently reside in London.
London. I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting.
Exciting.
Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
A little bit.
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation.
Interesting.
I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood. Why would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Interesting. Interesting fellow. Alright, Henry, what are you doing with the postmaster?
I'm looking for Mr. Price,
I'm
the postmaster.
the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
It's my... Oh.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
It must be mine. I really need it.
Have a look through the window to see if it's yours.
Where did Mr. Price go?
Have a look through the window.
No, the man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
He did.
No,
Okay.
by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Oh,
Curses. When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
interesting.
How
Alright.
infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Would you let me get my
And I'm
stuff?
a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Alright, alright.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Yes.
Aye, funny old fellow. I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No.
No, not for a long while now that you mention it.
Hmm.
Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
Oh yeah, I forgot his last name was Long. I was like... Alright.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Never heard of it.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moors since I were a child.
That's
Why
funny,
is
isn't it?
that?
Scary
I've got
out there.
all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope
Literally.
that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to.
Oh.
Some
All right.
people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old
He is a
sod,
miserable old
is
sod.
the worst offender.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril.
Pleasure.
He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
Oh, got
No.
no money.
Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tap?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
I
Don't
thought that
be a
would be
stranger.
open a tab, get my pint, and sneak out and get my stuff.
The postmaster isn't home.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking to collect your post, you'll...
Okay, we have to wait till he gets back. But I want to look through the window. Definitely mine.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
Yes, we are. Work. Okay. Let's go this way, because I haven't been this way yet, because this is where the priest was. Yeah. I got stuck around here, so we didn't actually go further.
No doubt home to many a woodland creature. I have no desire to go rooting about in there.
How about I use a
That's a
trowel?
peculiar idea.
It is. Okay, what about this way?
I shall see you later this evening, gents. Well, I say.
Well, I
Greetings,
do.
my dear.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait. Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Man.
The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
If you say so.
I do. I'm sorry, but it's not safe to walk through here while we're working. By order of Lord Panswick.
Alright.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
No, sir.
Are you
Horace.
in charge here?
I am indeed.
Just Horace.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here
That
just
was
now?
Lord Panswick.
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What are you doing here?
Work.
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Alright, let's...
These are his woods.
His woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beoley.
Of course.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, going back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
Alright, tell
Do
me a
you
couple
know
more
a
things.
man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
Nope.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
You will answer my
By
questions.
heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing. What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
Let's work.
An old chapel.
I should rather like to
An
see
old
it.
chapel.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Do you know where I can find a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Nope.
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if...
Okay, okay. I've got an idea. I go to the mushrooms. Hang on. Yeah, this is my braining. Okay, I go to the mushrooms. I use the trowel. And then I use the mushrooms on the hole. Huh? See if that works.
No, that won't work.
Really?
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
I would get the mushrooms. Alright. How about a glove with the mushrooms?
That's a peculiar idea.
Is it? Alright. That's what I was thinking. And I can either go back to the moors. Oh, wait, there's one place I haven't been to yet. He's a gravedigger. Oh, yeah. So I haven't been this way yet. Oh. I'm guessing that's the boy.
A humble local dwelling.
Who stole his sister's doll. And I'm guessing he's lost it on the moor because he's a jerk. Dad's not in, look.
Nobody home. This young fellow looks miserable.
I lost my sister's doll. I feel really guilty.
Hello
Although-
there. My name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Oh, Wally.
Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
What if I
She
did?
kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad.
You think she deserved the kick, Wally?
Why did she kick you?
Because you're a jerk.
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like.
Little goblin.
Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk.
Oh.
That'll teach her.
Who are
They're the one person on the moor?
folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave
Ooh.
Myrtle to them.
You're a
Little
jerk.
people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I
It's
gave him
two.
a doll.
Do you know a man called Leonard
You're a little
Shoulder?
jerk, Wally.
No,
Where can I find these fair folk?
follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
Alright.
But where is this little house?
Little house.
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it.
I can use the straw. Yeah.
Don't think about bringing that doll back.
You're a shitty
That'll
little
just bring
kid.
bad luck for all of us.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole county.
Have you met him?
Nope.
No, he lives out on the moors somewhere. But everyone does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
He's the
Because he has a
Lord.
lot of money.
Okay.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
No,
Goodbye.
No. Yeah, get out of here. You.
This young fella. I can't think.
Alright. Let's go this way. The game was like, no, you can't go any further. Alright. I think here's a good place to end it, as I need to think on something. So I think either I gotta open up the tab, or go around and give the necklace to everyone. That's actually not a bad shout. Alright. But yeah, here seems a good place to end it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again sometime soon.